another episode of Jiska and Patrick live, and we have another guest. But the reason for these interviews is that Patrick and I met because we're both part of a community of online entrepreneurs, and we both have seen so much transformation in our lives at the moment that we want to share with the world what transformation looks like when you're part of our community, and we want to share more stories of transformation. So therefore, tonight, another interview. Patrick, the floor is yours.
Hi, hello, there we are. And today we have a guest from Rotterdam, the Netherlands. Her name is Nicole Nagelgast. She joined SFM since November 2016. She's 1 year and 4 months. We've discovered that within SFM. And we're going to ask some questions to you. The first question I want to ask is a little bit more about you. Nicole, can you describe us a moment in your life where you felt what really felt magical to you?
Oh, wow. First of all, hi guys. Thank you for having me. A magical moment in my life. I think I'm going to pick one that is just very recent because we just had an amazing event in London with the SFM. It was Momentum Day, and I have experienced events with the SFM before, but what was a very magical moment for me was just going through a room and just seeing hundreds of people and recognizing all their faces and them recognizing you and just seeing the joy on their faces and feeling the joy within yourself that, oh my God, I know you. I've been talking to you for ages and we've been connecting and I've shared things with you that I wouldn't even share with people I maybe know for 5 years or 10 years. And you guys know me so well, and now I can finally see you in person and talk to you and give you a big hug, and not have that with just one person, but have that with dozens of people there, and just the connection and the quality of people and the quality of relationships with the people that you have there. That was really magical for me, and that is just very attractive to just keep on coming to these, because people come up to me and they say like, oh, I've seen your videos, and that's such a compliment. But I'm just so happy to have them there, and for them to come up to me and say that I've helped them is another very magical moment. But it's also a way for me to help them and to connect with them and help them move forward. So it was a magical weekend all around, really.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Patrick and I also met in person for the first time that weekend, didn't we, Patrick?
Yeah, that was also, and you was taller than I thought.
No, I was wearing heels. Yeah, so I totally get what you mean. You're in a community and you talk with people for so long. Everybody is trying to get their online business off the ground through all the modules, etc. And we're supportive for each other, rooting for each other, and then to meet people and to be able to see and to feel their energy and to give them a hug. That's just that extra feeling and that extra experience, I would say. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. So Nicole, you've been going to events and you've been with the SFM little over a year. Can you maybe tell us if and how the goals that you strive for now with your business, if and how they've changed from when you first entered the SFM community or the SFM education?
Oh yes, absolutely. They have definitely changed over time. When I first became a member, of course I was attracted to the freedom in your lifestyle and the making money part. And I was very much putting it as a test to myself, like, oh, I have to make this work within X amount of time, which was very unrealistic, just a very short time for me to
Can I interrupt you quickly? What did you do before as a profession? for SFM?
I'm a graphic designer, so I worked freelance.
Okay.
I had been freelancing for over a couple of years, for over 3-4 years. And I had been going to some business seminars and also a seminar on financial freedom. And they talked about all these things like building a subscription page, working online, creating memberships. And I was like, yeah, that sounds really good. But how the heck do I create that with a graphic design business? I had no idea. So a little over like 2-3 weeks later, I came across an ad and they pretty much described exactly what I had learned in that seminar. So I was like, these guys are onto something. And instead of me having to figure it out on my own and spending so much money, time that I didn't have for a product I didn't know what was going to work, I could just tap into that. So I felt like that was a great opportunity for me to just make a quick buck. That was my initial thought. But really, as soon as I went through the modules and got a glimpse of the community and I went into the 90-day video journey, I think that's when kind of it started to shift. Like, okay, it's more than just trying to make some money here. It's a mindset change. It's a way of living. It's just valuing life for more than just the finances and chasing that all the time. So coming from a perspective of trying to get there within a few short months, after a little while, I just let it go and was like, I'm just going to enjoy the ride. I'm just going to enjoy growing. I'm just going to enjoy the people around me, the things I'm learning, the growth that I'm going through every day. And then the results will follow. And they did. When you least expect it. And I think that's very important, that once you stop focusing on just making money and just focus on giving back and providing value and being there for people, then that's when it shifts. That's when you actually are making a change in people's lives. So yeah, definitely a big change.
Can I ask you, is there like maybe in the back of your head, like a small or a big goal or a long wished for dream that you like to achieve or purchase or do with everything that you're about to achieve within your business? There
Yeah,
must
of
be
course.
something.
Of course, there are personal dreams. For me, of course, traveling has been one on top of my list. I'm doing that more and more. But one of the bigger things is really for me to buy a Sprinter van, completely remodel it, and just build a tiny home into that Sprinter van and just travel all the way through Europe with it. And just because it is the laptop lifestyle, I can just take my business with me. And why not feel fulfilled in your work whilst you're in more sunnier places than the Netherlands is, and just being able to do it from your bikini instead of me being tucked away with all these blankets and everything. So that is something that I really look forward doing. And I've always loved creating and making and building. And this is just like a big challenge for me to be able to create something like that for myself, and just going for that. And my boyfriend will also come with me. The only thing is he still works in the 9 to 5. So that's another project that we're working on, to both be able to get into this business and to run it simultaneously together. So
wow.
that's yeah, one of the big, like, short-term-ish goals, I guess.
Yeah, manifest that.
Oh yes. Oh God, yes.
You will.
You should see my Instagram. I'm manifesting the heck out of that.
Okay.
You will, definitely. What is your Instagram? Let's do some marketing. What's your Instagram? Where can we find you?
It's my laptop lifestyle design. And I'm not posting videos or photos of those vans, but I am following tons and tons of people that are doing the van lifestyle. So I'm getting bombarded with that, and manifesting it. Absolutely.
Yeah, it shows up on your feed all day. That helps.
All day, all
In
day.
your face.
Yep.
I'm sure
Absolutely.
I'm sure it will happen.
Yep.
Definitely.
Nothing is impossible anymore since we started this. Since we started this journey, anything goes.
Okay. Next question. Nicole, what was the biggest step you have to make, the biggest step of fear on your journey already?
The biggest step, the biggest fear I had, I think it came in two parts of when I first became a member, and just being a member for a few days and deciding that you want to invest so much money in something that you've only learned about in such a short time. I did go for it at that point that I invested into DEA. I didn't go all the way because I felt like, okay, I was just going to put in more time and spend less money. And I think the second scary part was when I realized after about like 5-6 months that the way I was running my business, like doing a lot of free marketing, doing lots of Facebook posts and blogs and articles, and just being totally consumed by that whole process, and thinking to myself like, okay, what is going on? This is not why I started this business. This is not what attracted me to it. I wanted more free time and more freedom, and not be working 40-50 hours a week trying to get so many blogs out. So and also one of our coaches, Patty Peary, she also said to me like, oh, if you really want to go down this path, you really have to do more. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And that's when I kind of realized like, okay, maybe, just maybe, I have to put on my big girl pants and just invest the money. And that was scary for me at that point because I was working freelance. Money is very like was going up like this for me. Every month was different what was coming in, so I was very in a scarce the mindset of that money is scarce and that you have to hold on to it. So I upgraded to gold at that point so that I could advertise on YouTube and so that I could move forward. And that's when my business really started to become anything really, and just getting that momentum and getting some traction going. And it was super scary to put that money in, but it's the best decision. And now I'm platinum as well. So yeah, best decision. I can't wait to go black. That one is in the works as well.
Yeah, a great story. And also I think there are a lot of members who are dealing with this issue. And can you explain more to, maybe there are members are watching and facing that fear. Why did you decide it? Why did you do it? What was that point that you?
It was something another member also said. It's like, okay, do you want to do this? Yes, I want to do this. If this doesn't work out within 12 months, do you want to do something else? No, I don't want to do something else. Is there a plan B that you want to go for? No, there isn't. So really, you're going to do whatever it takes to make this work, and you won't, there's no failing, only quitting, and you're promising to yourself that you're not quitting. Yes. So go for it.
Right.
Why play it safe and well, not play it safe and just making it last even longer and making your belief in yourself deteriorate if it doesn't work because you're afraid to spend the money. And money is a tool, and that tool can make you move faster towards your goals. And there was just no way that I was going to walk away from this. And it's not like it wasn't like, okay, if this doesn't work within 12 months, I'm going to walk away from the opportunity to become financially free. I wasn't going to walk away from that. It just wasn't. And realizing that, I just made me feel like, okay, this is money that I can't spend on anything better than this in my life right now. So go for it. Go for it.
Great. Thank you.
I'm super happy for you. And I'm also super proud of you to have made that step, because Patrick and I are in the same boat, and you're betting on yourself. And that takes character and it takes guts. And every time someone in our community takes that leap of faith, I very much do respect that, even though, yes, the statistics are like, if you don't quit, there's no failing. Still, you need to have your mindset um, being strong and in the right direction for you to be able to believe in yourself and you know, stay mentally strong on the way, and to have come to that point. I'm very happy for you that you have, because that's one big step into the freedom that you're after. So I think you've touched upon it already a little bit, but I was wondering if you could mention any light bulb moments in the last year or so. What would be one of your light bulb moments?
Yeah, I think I've shared a few with you already with the change of the money mindset, but as well, once I got my first member that was really, really excited, I just was so excited for her as well. I was just like, okay, I wasn't, of course, it's super fantastic that you're getting a big ass commission, and that's great. But just seeing her move from a state of not knowing what she wanted to do with her life, being unhappy with her life, and moving to a place of feeling happy, feeling that she found her people, found her purpose, and is excited about her life again. And the fact that I've helped even a tiny bit with that, and we're very close friends now, that was amazing. And that was once you really start to experience it yourself. I mean, you hear it, people say like, it's not about the money, it's about the fulfillment. And until you've experienced it yourself, that one of your own members, one of the people that you've helped move forward, shares that with you, that is just, it completely warms your heart and makes you grow 2 feet taller, because it's an amazing feeling to be able to help someone. And things that I didn't know a year ago seem so easy and so logical to me now, but it isn't. You had to learn it, and to be able to be that person for someone else, to help them figure it out and to help them move through this exciting journey is very, very, very fun. And once I did it once, I just felt like, okay, who else can I help? Who else can I support? And that's what I always try to do with people coming through, and just welcoming them and like, I'm here for you. Let me know. Maybe I'm being too excited, but I'm here for you. I'm here for you. So yeah, that was a really cool experience. A light bulb moment, I guess.
Wow, that's a beautiful answer, and oh, I love it. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks
Yeah,
for sharing.
happy to.
I feel the energy, and I also resonate with that. That's it, and helping others, and seeing this amazing opportunity for others. Yeah. Great. I have next question. Nicole, can you mention one particular book that you have read and really recommend to our viewers? One book.
Oh yes, I have one very specific one. That is The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. That one it changed my life. As in, I practice it every day. It is a book about a man who was a success coach. And then with the economic crisis in 2008, he kind of lost everything. So he wasn't feeling very successful. He got very depressed, and got up to his friend for advice. And that friend said to him, like, do you still work out? And he's like, no, I can barely get out of bed in the morning, let alone go out for a run. And that friend said, just do it, go out for a run. So he did. And then after the run, he thought, okay, but what if I just research and find other stuff that will make me feel better about myself? And he researched, and what he came up with, it actually disappointed him, because he thought, I already know these things. He was kind of looking for a magic pill, which isn't there, but he came across like all of these things. So he saw meditating, visualizing, affirmations, reading, writing, and exercising. And he looked at all these things and he was like, okay, if one of them helps or two of them helps, what if I do just all 6 of them every day? So he created a morning routine that he sets apart an hour in the morning as soon as he wakes up, and he does all those 6 things. And it just completely shifts your state and makes sure that you create your best possible start to the day before 8 a.m. So he wrote a book about it, The Miracle Morning, and I read it. I've been practicing it now since, I think, the summer of last year, and it's just great. I mean, I can wake up feeling absolutely grumpy, and after that I'm ready to roll, ready to go, ready to get some work done. I feel inspired, I feel better and happier. And especially journaling, writing, and just reminding myself about what I've been doing, and reminding myself of the good work that I've been doing is fantastic. And even just reading back all the stuff that that you have been doing, like, oh, what have I been doing like the past week? And then you read it back like, whoa, I've done a lot. And we don't give ourselves enough credit for it. So I highly recommend reading it. If you don't have time to read it, watch the 2-hour talk he does on The Miracle Morning on YouTube. It's there, but it's fantastic. Read it.
Amazing.
Have you read it, Patrick?
No, I have to from Nicole, but I will do it.
You have to read it, man.
Also, I will post a link from this interview, so for everybody. Yeah.
I've not read it, but I've seen the talk, and he goes into whatever the book is on, and those 6 things, and I do a couple of them every morning, and yeah, it really is a moment I look forward to every morning as well.
Yeah, it's really quality time for you. I mean, like waking up maybe an hour earlier than you were supposed to doesn't really sound attractive in the beginning, but after a time, I mean, I'm not really a morning person that much. So after a time, you really start looking forward to it, because how it makes you feel, and because of how what it does for you. It's you time, it's personal time. It's not like, oh, I have to do this for anybody else. No, it's for you. Do it for yourself. Create that space for you.
Thanks, that's amazing advice.
Thank you.
Patrick, did you want to ask something else in addition or not? If not, then I'll go to the last question, but
Go on, I say.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, Nicole, are you ready?
Yes.
If you would give one piece of advice to our viewers who are listening and thinking, I want to achieve what she has achieved, and I have similar dreams, but I don't know if I can do this, or if I should, or what everybody else will say, what would you say?
That's a big one. I would say do you, because nobody else will be living your life. Nobody else will wake up in the morning like you do, feeling fulfilled, feeling whatever you feel at that point. And it wasn't like I knew this was going to happen within day one. I felt the opportunity, but there was obviously a lot of doubt, like, can I do it? But one thing I will say that I've experienced myself is the only difference between you and me as a beginner versus someone who's not even there yet. I mean, I'm in the middle of it as well. The only difference is time. I just had more time to figure it out, and you will too. And there will be times where you don't know what to do. Don't worry. There are a lot of people who were in exactly your spot, and they will all want to help you out. So I'd say just go for it, do what makes you happy, and know that your happiness is the most important thing that you have. I mean, I don't know how to put this into words the right way, but I see so many people around me just slaving away at their jobs because that's what you're supposed to do. And then asking them, like, are you happy? They're like, what kind of question is that? They don't even really ask themselves that question. So I'd say do it for yourself. Like, ask yourself what makes me happy and go for that, because it's crazy that we don't do
You're
that.
worth it.
Yeah, exactly. You're worth it. There's only one life you can spend, at least that I know of. And don't waste it on things that other people say is important. Do what makes you happy now and help other people along the way.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Amen.
Amen. Follow the crumbs of happiness and it will give you all.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
Yes.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me. This is very, very awesome that you guys are doing this.
Well,
stepping up in the community.
Yes, thank you.
Leadership.
Yes, leadership. That's what we. It comes naturally. It's you wanna serve other people by giving them the opportunity to make a change, and by that we feel ourselves stepping into a leadership role, and that's doing something for us as well. It's not something that you pay for when you buy into SFM or DEA. It's something that just happens and naturally grows, and
yeah,
that's what makes it worthwhile. That's what makes us sticking around for so long, and that's what the actual growth is going to define. And yeah, thank you for sharing all that you've been going through and the transformation you have made. And I'm sure that again, with this message, with this interview, again, you're going to touch people's lives like you did with the members you've had so far and the videos that you already have put on Instagram and YouTube.
I hope so. And also to add on to what you just said, for whoever is watching and may have just started or is thinking about starting and feels like, well, I don't feel like I'm the leader or I can take on that role. I didn't either. I thought just, okay, I'm just going to go with the flow and just see what happens. But it once you learn, you feel like you want to share. And that's where it starts. You feel like you want to share. You feel like you want to contribute. You want to share your knowledge. And then that little part just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. I mean, we grow into that leadership role. You see like true leaders, like from the very beginning. There are only a few who have that from the very beginning, and people grow into that role. And some people surprise you how much they grow and how much they inspire other people
and themselves.
Absolutely. So I just wanted to add that. But yeah,
very powerful message. Yeah. This last one. Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of people.
Yeah, so don't put people on a pedestal. Please don't.
Don't compare.
No. All right.
Patrick, I think it's a wrap. What about you?
Yeah, I think also it was a great interview. Really loved it.
Thank you for your great questions. This was really cool.
No worries. So everybody who's watching, this was it for today, and we hope to see you very soon. Bye for now.
Bye.